It's now time for today's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Villanova Wildcats. On the attack, the 5'11 graduate student, number 5, Luke Keating. A 6'4 graduate student, number 14, J.P. Basile. And a 6'2 senior, number 66, Patrick Daly. In the midfield, a 5'8 graduate student, number 1, Brett Baskin. A 6'1 senior, number 2, Matt Campbell. And a 6' sophomore, number 3, Tucker Goodell. On defense, a 6'1 sophomore, number 17, Reed Colwell. A 6'1 graduate student, number 19, Chris Herbata. And a 6'2 senior, number 25, Brody Laporte. In goal for the Wildcats, a 6' senior, number 9, Will Vuitton. The assistant coaches include Joe Karpinski and Chris Miller. The associate head coach is Simon Connor. And the head coach of the Villanova Wildcats in his 16th season is Michael Corrado. And now the starting lineup for your Marquette Golden Eagles. On the attack, a 5'10 freshman, number 13, Bobby O'Grady. A 5'10 sophomore, number 14, Jake Stigman. And a 6' sophomore, number 54, Chris Kirschner. In the midfield, a 5'10 freshman, number 6, Lou Black. A 6'2 sophomore, number 12, Paige Washburn. And a 6'1 freshman, number 22, Will Foster. On defense, a 6'1 junior, number 27, Zach Bridger. A 6'2 freshman, number 41, Ryan Kilcoy. And a 6'3 sophomore, number 55, Noah Berlindi. In goal for the Golden Eagles, a 5'9 freshman, number 5, Michael O'Leary. The assistant coaches include Chris Hawley, Bo Laurie, and Jacob Richard. And the head coach of your Marquette Golden Eagles in his 3rd season is Andrew Stimmel. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. And now, to honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and those who serve to protect it, our national anthem as performed today by Marquette's own Golden Blues.
You can't ask for a better spring day in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but we're inside on this Saturday afternoon inside the Valley Fields Seasonal Dome on the downslope of Big East men's lacrosse action as the Villanova Wildcats visit the Marquette Golden Eagles. Happy to be with you on this Saturday along with Eric Simon. I'm Patrick Reed. Eric, these teams have qualified for the Big East tournament. They've done that part of the job. That's an accomplishment to be recognized.
Yeah, both teams have found ways to succeed heading into the Big East tournament. Villanova's been in a lot of close games and have a more experienced roster. Marquette brings a youthful intensity. They never give up no matter what they're faced with. So we'll see who wins the day.
And speaking of youth, it has risen this season with Bobby O'Grady, who in Big East play has 19 goals, and he set a Marquette record in his freshman season.
Yeah, the freshman who really inspires his offense with how hard he charges to the goal. And once he's in front of the goal, he's very hard to stop. Sometimes he beats his defender and the sliding help.
Put a 5-spot up on Georgetown last week in D.C. And as for Villanova, one of the best attackers is one of the most versatile offensive players in the Big East. That's Matt Campbell.
Yeah, and he's really a special shooter, one of the best players we'll ever see. He can score on his own. He likes to work to the middle of the field, and then he's not shy from pulling the trigger from 12 yards out or more.
Turned in a 5-point performance in a win over Providence last Saturday. Villanova 7-4 overall, 2-1 in the Big East. Marquette at 4-8 overall and 2-1 in conference play. Both teams will be moving on to the 4-team Big East tournament, set to get underway in a couple of weeks. Today's game is presented by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, we offer a sub above. Order through the Jersey Mike's app or online at jerseymikes.com. Our goaltender matchup for today features a netminder, Eric, from Marquette, that turned in a record-setting performance in his own right last week. 26 saves against Georgetown, held down things for the Golden Eagles against a high-flying Hoyas offense.
Yeah, he's the type of player that can keep you in the game, you know. He's done it all season long. Marquette has looked to him to really inspire a lot of team defense.
We get a look at Michael Allieri starting in his 13th game. He's averaging just over 12 saves per contest and has really brought a lot of confidence to his defensive unit. And on the other side for Villanova, the experience of Will Vuitton has won the day this year.
Another great player. You could see in a lot of the games, a lot of close games that Villanova had this year, low-scoring games. He's the one that's inspiring them to get over the finish line.
A 49% save percentage this year, 16 saves against Providence, a big effort in his own right last time out in a Villanova win. To the X we go. Both these teams operated over 58% on the face-off. Justin Coppola, the Big East leader in ground balls and one of the top face-off men in the Big East at 62% up against Luke Williams, who has turned in a 58% season at the X for Marquette. Marquette has a bit of a three-headed monster on the face-off X between Williams, Thomas Washington, and Cole Emanuel, and Luke Williams wins the opening draw.
Both teams know how important possessions will be today.
Villanova, high-flying offensive team. Marquette has found its way offensively as the season has gone on. Remember, this is a team that has dealt with a slew of injuries, especially on the offensive end, giving guys like Pierce Washburn here opportunities.
And it's a credit to Stimmel's culture that he's built. These younger players are stepping up into new roles and succeeding.
Next man up, and nobody afraid of that role as Washburn will spin off and drive on Gavin Burke. Chris Kirshner, two-way midi for Marquette, cycles it in behind the cage. Marquette is going to be without Devin Cowan for the most part today. Cowan's time will be limited perhaps to extra man opportunities as Kirshner spins off, fires, shoots it wide. Backup is there as Will Foster makes the chase to the end line.
I like this opening offensive set from Marquette. They're dodging from all angles here, keeping the intensity up and the ball moving.
But now they have to go with the shot clock at 13. Screen sets into the pocket of Washburn. Looking for O'Grady. Bobby O'Grady starts it right for Marquette.
Really nice team offense off the restart. A little pick there, pass back. Great cutting on the crease. Bobby gets his hands free for 1 second, and that's all he needs.
42nd goal of the season for O'Grady, his 20th in Big East play. So Marquette clicks on its opening possession of the game. As the Golden Eagles were seeing that shot clock melt down. Williams another face-off win. Shot from outside, a save high to high for Will Vuitton. Jake Stegman with the chance unsettled for Marquette. Villanova clears it at 84% this season.
It's a big confidence booster for Vuitton. Gets a save right after he let one through. Kind of shifts the momentum back in the Wildcats' favor.
And now they'll settle into their opening possession. Talked about Matt Campbell in our open, 35 goals. Keep an eye on Luke Keating, transfer from Franklin Marshall College at the Division III level. 21 goals, 25 assists. Put together a 7-point performance against Providence last week. Tucker Goodell, sophomore, has played well for Villanova. He's met there at goal line extended. Around the horn, opposite side, Brett Baskin, transfer from Johns Hopkins, has it on his right side. And here's Campbell. Was looking for room off the screen. Joseph closed on him. Baskin will let it fly low. Not a bad idea there for Brett Baskin with a little traffic to get a low shot.
Yeah,
the shot clock down for Villanova.
Yeah, the goalie didn't see it coming.
Michael Allieri posting up. They'll work it to Baskin, who tries to go over his shoulder. And now the shot clock is on 7. Maybe one more chance for Villanova. They'll look for it to the crease. With 2 seconds and 1, a shot there will get a reset as Allieri makes the save. So right with 1 second on the shot clock, J.P. Basile's shots turns into another possession for the Wildcats.
Nice patience by the Wildcats there.
Jacob Hallam tried to jump the passing lane for Marquette. Hallam, one of the seniors honored before the game. Keating at X, far side. Baskin can be a volume shooter.
Great ball movement by the Wildcats. They're making the Marquette defense work real hard.
They'll let Keating here to Daly. But good ball movement turns into a goal for Patrick Daly to make it 1-1.
Nice team effort. Both these offensive units are clicking on all cylinders right now, making it look easy. No look pass, easy finish.
Smoothly threading the needle is Keating to Daly. 26th goal of the season for the senior from Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. He's been a big man-up producer for Villanova, and last year Daly getting 4 goals against Marquette. Remember, both teams played in double round-robin Big East action. Luke Williams with a hot start, 3 for 3 at the face-off X for Marquette.
And he's doing it alone, too. He got a fast break off the last one. Really impressive so far.
Pick and pop for Williams. Nolan Garcia and the second midfield unit on for Marquette. Look at Justin Minzer out there with him. Hayden Miller. As Andrew Stimmels had to shuffle the deck today without Devin Cowan being available. Mintzer fought off there by the long pole of Trip Robinson.
Villanova's pressuring out on defense, and they're going to make them take outside shots if they can.
Foster looking for a passing lane. Shot clock down to 30. Here's Garcia on the dodge. He's forced back in behind by Parkinson. Stegman working far side with Miller, who has 19 to shoot. Mintzer. Again, Robinson working on him. Shoots on the run. Vuitton the save, and give Robinson a lot of credit for forcing Mintzer to take a shot he didn't want to.
Yeah, again, good team offense, but I think they might have forced it at the end there.
You can see Villanova defensively stepping out to that perimeter. 5 seconds for the Wildcats to clear here, as they do get it across in the pocket of Frazier.
Nice clock management by the Wildcats so far, both between the lines and on the offense.
Campbell wheeling to the left side. He fires on the run. Backup is there. Is defended well by Logan Crimes, redshirt junior from Delafield, Wisconsin. Here's Keating once again, trying to get around Verlinde, turns the cage. Keating is dangerous back there at X.
Yeah, he's very slippery.
His game has translated well to the Division I level. The Baskin shot rings the bar. It'll get a reset. Frazier in the alley. Goodell around the cage. Villanova's done a good job here on the perimeter. They'll throw it across, and this is a mistake.
Tried to force that feed to the crease.
This communication as Daly was not en route to the crease. So Washburn will step it across. And with the open cage, he'll fire wide as Villanova stepping into the 10-man ride. Turnover is something Marquette struggled with last week against Georgetown. They turned it over 27 times to the Hoyas 13 and cleared only 21 of 25. Andrew Stimmel expecting a lot of that same athleticism and pressure that they saw against the Hoyas last week. Villanova, of course, fighting for an NCAA tournament berth. Georgetown, a potential Final Four team as it stands near the end of April. Still work to be done for Kevin Warren's team. Stegman. Luke Blanc will work for Marquette and put his shoulder down. Help comes. 3 to the middle. Comes into the stick of Gavin Burke for Villanova. So again, good pressure defense from the Wildcats. You talk about Villanova and what they've done offensively, but defensively they've looked solid in these first 7 minutes.
And throughout the season, they've been stifling. They've been in a lot of low-scoring games.
That's right. Shot from outside, scores. J.P. Basile fires away from the left side.
This is a really nice shot. I think he might have caught Alieri off guard here. Drops the stick, goes high.
I think caught the defense off as well, Eric. Nobody closed to J.P. Basile, who scores his 19th goal of the season and has scored in his 8th straight game.
Yeah, if you give any shooter in Division I, you know, their hands, they're going to be able to pick apart the goal.
Villanova is a volume shooting team. They've already put 9 shots on. They average just under 50 shots per game. Now they have their first face-off win. So Basile has it now. Basile with speed, back to Daly. Was handcuffed there on that pass. Baskin, and now Matt Campbell. Hard pass to Daly. Skipped it all the way across. Daly's shot wide. You think where Campbell was, he's going to dodge.
Yeah.
But instead, makes a long rope pass in the direction of Daly.
Yeah, he's got real good peripheral vision there. Sees the whole field.
Basile looking for a screen, looking for Daly, still has it in his pocket. Now it's deflected out of his stick by Hallam Granger. It'll be Marquette ball.
That was a nice check.
The white shirts getting the job done defensively. Now O'Grady unsettled, a save Vuitton. Plane of the shot was where Will Vuitton could find it.
Villanova stepping out into a 10-man ride, and Marquette is pushing their clears down the field, trying to take advantage.
One player that Marquette doesn't have available that wouldn't be afraid to take a full field shot is Mason Woodward. Continues to deal with injury issues. All preseason Big East defender. Daly again. Finds the soft spot, and Patrick Daly has his second goal.
Like you said, Villanova's going to try to push it often. They're going to take 50 shots a game. This is a really good job. Seeing someone open on the crease.
Basile here accelerates. Help comes, and then it's the extra passing that spots Daly. You see there, Basile.
Great handle on that feed, too. He had to go down and get it. Brings the stick back up.
Williams and Coppola digging in. Coppola's going to try to pick this one. He gets cleaned out by Williams, and a flag is down. So a penalty coming here to Luke Williams in Marquette. Let's get the call. So Williams will sit on the check to the head. Brian Abbott, Jason Parks, Hans Whittelberger are our officials in this game.
It's the hard part about a team ground ball is everyone's getting low. It's very hard to get underneath the helmet.
1 minute non-releasable to Williams. So Villanova, which went 1-for-1 extra man last week against Providence. And for this season, one of the best man-up units, not just in the Big East, but in the country. 5th in the nation at 52%. Shot goes wide from Mason Reale. Their man-up mark leads the Big East. Marquette man down, excellent against Georgetown last week, going 3 for 3. They're at 69% this season. Reale again, Daly back behind Basile. Spots Reale, fires a shot. Alieri gets a piece of it to get the shot clock reset. Penalty clock under 20 seconds. Hard shot from downtown, buried by Campbell.
That was a relentless attack by the Wildcats. You know, EMO is all about details, and they know them well. They know where to look for skip passes. You saw the ball moving really sharply in this sequence. And then Campbell is just such a good shooter. And a quick release.
Barely time for our field level camera to get to Matt Campbell before he fires away. His 36th goal of the season, his 5th goal man up. And the excellent man-up unit for the Wildcats continues to click. It's 4-1 in the blink of an eye.
And all that work they did passing the ball around got to the point where Campbell could be that close in and have his hands free.
Their passing man-up is about as crisp as you're going to find.
Yeah.
It led to that goal. So Cole Emanuel will take this face-off as Williams continues to sit. The penalty was non-releasable. And there's another flag down and another penalty coming against Marquette. O'Grady will head off to the penalty box. And we'll get the call here. So they said the foul was on blue. It should be on white. Everybody, including the table, acknowledges that, and even Bobby O'Grady himself was in the penalty area. So the mistake corrected. Villanova will be 2 men up for the next 8 seconds.
It wasn't a bad hustle play by O'Grady, but I think he got him from the side, a little bit behind, and that's going to be a push.
Man up opportunity. In succession, this is to Baskin, a save by Alieri. And a crease violation against Villanova, so that will help Marquette's cause. Brought ahead to Foster. Marquette can take the rest of the time off here.
Yeah, big momentum shift for Marquette there.
And Eric, we'll see if that pays off. Penalty will come to an end. O'Grady is released. Foster and company can initiate the offense for Marquette, which needs a pressure release valve right now, down 3 goals early.
Nice job by Will Foster, holding on to the ball, running out the penalty.
Second midfield back on for Marquette. O'Grady back on the field. Here's Mintzer, watched by Chet Comizio, who is a potential All-America level player. We'll talk more about him later. Turn shot by Hayden Miller, is saved by Baton. Ground ball pickup for Stegman.
Baton's been on it so far. He's dialed in.
Allowed the first goal on the first shot, but since then has locked down.
Marquette's trying to shoot high against him. Maybe they need to change the plan a little bit, try a bounce shot.
To Villanova's defensive credit, they have pushed out onto the perimeter against Marquette as well. Comes to Garcia, who wants to dodge on the right side, working on Burke. Flag is down. Garcia's shot is wide, and Marquette will go man up as Nolan Garcia draws the foul. And we'll get this call. So the hold in the 32nd man-up situation coming from Marquette. Gavin Burke will take a knee. Junior from Wayne, PA. So Marquette, which was 4 of 7 man up against Georgetown last week, and 36% for the season, will go to work. We do see Devin Cowan out of the man up situation, as Andrew Stimmel told us before the game. This would be the only situation we would see him. They're trying to make sure he's healthy for this stretch run. Working around, Washburn shot and a goal. Here's Washburn near the end of the man up. Makes it a 4-2 game.
You got to be happy if you're Coach Stimmel. That looks like it was by design. Great ball movement, spreading the Wildcat defense out. Steps and shoots.
Time and space, that's what you need. And Washburn, his 9th goal of the season. Coming off a couple of goals and a couple of shots against Georgetown last week. Sophomore from Towson, Maryland's been another guy who has stepped up for Marquette this season. Williams wins his own faceoff. He'll bring it in. Vuitton makes the save off the hands as Williams try to go off stick side. Gabrielson across midfield. Gabrielson got an unsettled goal last week, so you got to keep an eye on number 8 in blue.
And credit to the Wildcats on that team ground ball. They lost the faceoff, but then they were not going to be denied the team ground ball after that.
Second midfield is on for Villanova. Will Wheeler, Mason Reale, Tyler Bowes. Here's Campbell. Campbell, feed across. No room in the alley there.
Impressive skip passes from the Wildcats so far today.
Heads on swivels. That's the key for Marquette. A turn and a shot by Reale, and Alieri had that side of the pipe locked up. 10-man ride in effect for Villanova. Marquette has got 6 seconds to get it across. Trouble here for Lamarca, finds Joseph, and Aaron Joseph will step in.
Really nice catch by Joseph. That was not an easy pass to catch running down the field.
And Marquette will elect to settle the offense in the final 2 minutes. This Villanova ride is giving Marquette some issues. And they nearly were able to melt down those 20 seconds on the last one.
Yeah, if Marquette's not able to get up the field quickly, they really are in trouble.
A spin from Foster runs out of room as the help comes from Brody Laporte. Had a huge game against Providence last week with 5 caused turnovers.
Yeah, I'm impressed by how aggressive the Villanova defense is.
Comizio here watching block. Help comes again. That help always comes.
Yeah, it comes quick.
Yeah. Stegman rolls the cage. Watch there by Colwell, but beats him anyway. A one-goal game as Marquette strikes with 65 seconds left in the quarter.
Classic bull dodge. Really well done. Doesn't even have free hands. Is able to get the shot off right where he wants it.
Had the stick wrapped around his midsection, and Stegman gets the Marquette goal to make it a one-goal affair.
Luke Williams continues to get these face-offs on his own.
Marquette has won 5 of 8. Final minute of the opening quarter. Shot clock is not a factor. Foster will swing it to Stegman. Marquette will finally be able to make its substitutions. Block will come through the midfield. And so will Kirshner. Time ticking away. Stegman with Colwell watching him. Out wide on the right side. Looking for that opening. Spotting Washburn. Washburn curls, shoots. Vuitton gets a piece of it. Just 8 seconds on the game clock. It's Stegman. He'll hand it off for Luke Blanc, and the clock still hasn't started yet. Blanc, Parkinson on him, has a step. Blanc's shot came out of his pocket wrong. And the clock will hit 0 to close out quarter number 1 in Milwaukee. And a good one through 15 minutes here inside the Valleyfield Seasonal Dome. Villanova with a 1-goal lead on Marquette.
Marquette fans, please welcome back to Valleyfield.
Mom! Yeah! So I left.
Become who you're truly meant to be. Marquette University. Be the difference.
Villanova 4, Marquette 3 started the second quarter here in Milwaukee, and today's game is presented by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, it's all about the ingredients. You can literally taste the freshness. Order through Jersey Mike's app or online at jerseymikes.com. Marquette Athletics would like to thank our champion-level partners, Advocate Aurora Sports Health, Meyer, Pepsi, and Town Bank. We are Marquette. Patrick Reed, Eric Simon with you on this Saturday afternoon. It's approaching 70 degrees outside with bountiful sunshine, but we are inside and on the artificial surface of the Valleyfield Seasonal Dome for the 11th all-time meeting between Marquette and Villanova Villanova leads the series 7-3, and they've won 5 straight, including a sweep last season in the double round robin.
Yeah, and a big credit to Coach Corrado, what he's done with this program.
Williams wins another faceoff. We'll get to that as he shoots wide. Yeah, Villanova entering this week, RPI number 23. They have no bad losses. All 4 of their losses are to teams currently in the top 13. They might still be looking for that quality win, though. Their best win is against Delaware, which is 29th in the RPI now.
And credit to the Villanova athletic director, you know, like giving Coach Corrado 16 season to build that commitment culture. He's built something special.
Corrado, an alum, and we'll talk more about him later in his experience this week, which Villanova's at the center of the sports world earlier this week. We'll talk about Jay Wright. Foster comes this way to Stegman. Shot clock under 25 seconds. Garcia from X. His pass was deflected by a Villanova stick. A whistle. And on the hold, we will stay here. And Marquette will get a shot clock reset.
A nice offensive sequence for Marquette offense here, but credit to the Villanova defense, getting their sticks up, knocking down that pass.
Villanova jumped out to a 4-1 lead with 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Marquette with the last 2 goals, and they've had longer runs offensively. Shots favor Villanova 16-15 after a quarter of play. Shoulder down for Washburn, steps through, shoots. Baton makes the save, but on the follow, Marquette ties the game at 4.
Wow, great play by both sides. He does not give up on the dodge, keeps on going, beats the slide.
And the ball just popped to O'Grady off the Baton save. That is frustrating for the Villanova netminder to put in that work and see that result as O'Grady has his 2nd goal of the game and his 43rd of the season.
That's classic Marquette. They're never going to quit. That ball pops out of the crease, they're going to go get it.
Face-off win as Parkinson gets the ground ball. Marquette has won 6 of the 10 face-offs. Again, these are teams that are facing off relatively evenly this season. Villanova 61%, Marquette 58%. They'll settle into the offense here. Villanova went on a 4-0 run in the first quarter after Marquette scored on the opening shot of the game. Baskin at the crease. Baskin scoring his 26th goal on a hat trick last week. And Baskin has showed off his hands and showed off his lacrosse IQ, which Michael Corrado was so high on.
A relatively open set for the Wildcats here. They got 1 on the crease. Moving the ball around the perimeter.
Trouble for Licata. Dug out by Jacob Hallam. Hallam getting physical with Licata. Crines looking for an outlet. Bounces ahead to Foster. Marquette has continued to fight off this Villanova ride. And they're clearing 5 for 5 in this game, and team clears are to be celebrated.
Yeah, Marquette took advantage. They didn't have time to set up their 10-man ride.
Block in, shovels it in.
Oh.
Razzle dazzle for Luke Block to make it a 5-4 Marquette lead.
A really nice move. They weren't expecting a dodge here. Gets to the front of the goal, goes low.
This is what I love about this game, Eric. You get creative, you find ways, and Block does that. Oh, my.
Yeah, Villanova was looking to still get matchups.
Yeah.
And looking at the subs coming in instead of the attacking.
And Luke Blanc saw the opening. 12th goal of the season for the transfer from UMass. Crines looking to win it there. Parkinson swinging away. And it's Crines on the ground ball for Marquette. Gets to midfield. Flag flies. The Golden Eagles will be a man up with 11:27 to go in the second. And right now, Marquette with the momentum at its backside. 30-second man-up situation coming here for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, it seems like Marquette's got the edge on face-offs. I will say that Villanova is doing a good job on team ground balls so far.
Matt Campbell has his seat. Marquette is man up. Golden Eagles have a man-up goal in the first quarter from Pierce Washburn. They swing it this way. Stegman out high. Penalty time has 10 seconds left. Blanc feeling it out. Gets it back from Foster. Now to Cowan. Cowan will see limited action. This will be the situation he sees. Penalty is released. Pass to the front. Intercepted by Comizio. Chet Comizio taking care of business at the end of the Marquette's man-up situation.
Again, Wildcats got their sticks up, with their eye on the ball.
And it's across to Comizio, who is trying to join his brother TJ with All-American honors at Villanova. TJ part of the Wildcats from 2016 to 19, another All-American short stick midi. And Chet Comizio has put together that kind of season. Dodge from Goodell.
If you're Villanova now, you need a good offensive set. Oh.
Zach Granger says no to that. Granger back in the lineup for Marquette for the first time since March 1st when he was injured against Michigan here inside the Dome.
Both these defenses doing a good job forcing turnovers.
Verlinde will toss it to the open cage with the ride on. Backup is there from Foster.
Well, that's one way to clear it.
I said Mason Woodward was the guy you needed to watch firing it downfield. Well, Noah Verlinde trying to have a goal of his own. Garcia spinning. Help comes. It comes this way to O'Grady. O'Grady's pass across. Foster keeps it moving. Stegman at X. 30 on the shot clock. Stegman parked on the crease. Baton barking to his defense. Colwell comes to help. 9:10 to go. Comes to Garcia's pocket. He'll cradle with 13 seconds. And he'll try to ISO here. He works on Burke. Pass across. Garcia's toss is high. Villanova forcing the turnover, and while it was off a mistaken pass, again, they get sticks up in the lanes.
Right, I think he might have even saw the stick in the lane, and that's why he passed it high.
Really solid team defense from Villanova today. Well, this one is nip and tuck as expected. Villanova tried to run away with it in the first quarter, but Marquette has scored the last 4 goals. Spin from Keating. A plus distributor trying to keep it away from Khrushchevsky, who fouls him. So Khrushchevsky will be penalized here. Villanova will go man up. All of a sudden, penalties starting to become a factor in this game for both teams. This will be the 3rd extra man opportunity for Villanova, and the 5th penalty of the game for both teams.
Both teams are playing at a real high intensity level. You just got to have the discipline to keep your body in control. I
stand corrected. That was Ryan Kilcoyne who was whistled on the penalty, not Khrushchevsky. Shot from outside. Alieri meets it with his stick height. Stick to stick, no problem for the redshirt freshman netminder. And Marquette can see these final seconds of the penalty away as Joseph steps across midfield. Joseph with a toss to X, Stegman, and Marquette will settle in.
Nice job by Marquette using those long passes to clear the ball.
Does it look enticing when that net is open on the 10-man ride? You bet it does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You bet it does. Everybody wants to have a go. Everybody wants to try their hand unsettled, but wisdom takes the best of it as the shot from Kirshner goes off a helmet and collected. Vuitton says he had it in his stick, and he does. The officials agree, so Villanova will clear for free.
Yeah, Vuitton had a foot in the crease there, so he's protected. I think maybe the attackman thought he was outside the crease.
Ball's in the air, everybody's just trying to take control. Villanova and Matt Campbell trying to get some control back of the game here.
Villanova's doing what they're supposed to be doing on these designed offenses. They're just not getting quality opportunities as of late.
So we play at even strength with under 7 minutes to go in the second. Basile, help comes. Basile still has it. Keating behind the cage, wants to roll here and scores. Keating explodes to the near side pipe and scores to make it 5-5.
He's so dangerous. He didn't look like he was even in front of the goal when he shot that. But he just gets up there. He's like probably one step above the goal line extended here.
Comes back into focus. Marquette can't get its focus to number 5 in blue. His 22nd goal of the season. A first-team All-American a season ago at Franklin and Marshall College and the Centennial Conference Player of the Year as well.
And that's a really special shot, too, because he drops the stick and then he bounces back up.
You expect him to distribute. Instead, he takes it to the cage. Coppola wrapped up there with Williams. LaMarcus' stick comes down. Comizio trying to scoop it ahead, and it's picked up by Gabrielson and Villanova. Keating was trying to test the waters there, unsettled. And instead, it'll come back to Daly at X. Daly lost the handle, lost the stick. Alieri goes to pick it up for Marquette. Taking charge, stepping out, Michael Alieri.
And another nice clear for Marquette. They like those opportunities where Villanova can't set up their 10-man ride.
Foster is watched by Laporte. Burke has had this assignment to take the Dodger on. And Washburn filters it behind, but the pass comes too high for Stegman.
A well-timed check on the bottom hand there. He throws it out of bounds.
Again, it's the little things Villanova does defensively to make your life difficult and prove positive that what they've been doing is working. Trying to play their best lacrosse right now. As we approach the end of the season, Villanova's got Georgetown next week. Marquette is at Denver, then both teams off to the Big East tournament. Feed to Daly, shot high. I think Patrick Daly wants that one back as he had the step.
Great cut, too. He backed off the crease in order to get some room.
Here's Keating. So over Lindy watching him as Keating will park just behind the net. He'll roll the cage here, turn, shoot, and score. Keating taking control for Villanova.
He's got such a quick release. It's really impressive to watch. He can do it by himself.
And he's proven that the last few possessions. If you're Marquette, you know Villanova has so many weapons. There are so many players to watch. Keating and Matt Campbell share an embrace there. And Andrew Stimmel is going to call timeout. Molson Coors is proud to support Marquette University athletics. Enjoy Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Gruber Law Offices are proud to support Marquette University athletics. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all. So Villanova has taken back control of this game. 7-4 this season on the road, 2-4. Well, the Wildcats, we talked about the RPI. Eric has talked about the number of games that have been close games. To put that in perspective, 7 Villanova games have been decided by 3 or fewer goals this season, and 3 of them have been 1-goal games.
Yeah, really impressive work, you know, and their experience too. So they're able to be in these tough situations and succeed.
Michael Corrado talking with his group. And when we talked with him, Eric, this week, again, we mentioned, Villanova at the center of the sports universe for a couple of days as Jay Wright announced his retirement. And he told us kind of a funny story. He said, we had a Villanova coaches meeting that morning, all head coaches. Jay Wright was there. Everything was normal. And then all of a sudden, later the day, he says, I get some texts from friends saying, hey, Jay Wright's retiring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Michael Corrado, a Villanova alum, and really one of the biggest Villanova fans you'll find. And great relationship with Jay Wright. Said, it's kind of sad that he's leaving us, but it's great for him. It's great for him to be able to do some things with his life that he wants to do. Coaching is a difficult profession. Of course, Coach Corrado knows that well in his 16th season here at Villanova.
And Coach Wright feels like he's left his mark. Feels like he's done his best work.
And everybody has benefited from that, including this program here. Same way that Marquette, with its platform, able to establish a men's lacrosse program, establish a winning program. Thanks to its well-known basketball success. Villanova with 2 national championships since Big East realignment. Marquette with its national championship coming in 1977.
Yeah, these Big East programs have made such strides in the last couple of years.
All dates back to 2013 when realignment happened. Foster on the run. Did it get Piper? Baton stick. It'll be chased down by O'Grady at midfield. He kicks it across. And it will be waiting for a call here. Which way are we going? It kicked off of O'Grady at midfield. I think there's a question about who has possession, so the officials are going to discuss that. Is it over and back? I guess to be decided. If Marquette has possession, the shot clock would have been satisfied by the shot that was either saved or off pipe. We're listening in here. Alternating possession has been invoked. Villanova will have possession. That's something you almost never see.
Yeah. Yeah, they always do the coin flip for it, and we rarely ever use it.
The whistle came as soon as the ball went off of O'Grady's heel and across midfield, so it wasn't truly over and back. Nobody had established possession. Not sure there are many more games around the country where you'll see alternating possession today. But we have it here in Milwaukee. Shot on the run. Hallieri gets a piece of it. Tucker Goodell trying one from downtown. Looking for his 10th goal of the season. Villanova will not employ the 10-man ride here. Baton is in his crease. Nonetheless, they're still making it difficult on Marquette. Washburn steps it over with 2 seconds to spare. Washburn still with the ball. Villanova scored the last 2 goals. Marquette had a 1-goal advantage early in this quarter.
Villanova's team offense was clicking away at the beginning. Then we saw their stars step up for the last 2 goals. And, Marquette just has to get back to their team offense, keep the ball moving, get good opportunities.
Suffice it to say, Eric, that both teams have made it difficult on the other to try to do things offensively. As O'Grady wants to spin off his man Gabrielson. He dangles there, passes to the front, and Vuitton is able to meet the shot by Blanc. Pick up, ground ball, timeout, Andrew Stimmel. With 17 seconds on the shot clock. And so it was not saved. And at field level, sometimes it's difficult to determine that. But the shot clock will stay on 17. Marquette will take a timeout. At Direct Supply, you're not an employee, you're an owner. Apply your passion for progress, talent for technology, and difference-making drive at directsupply.com/careers today. Town Bank, the official banking partner of Marquette University, and home to Marquette Checking with free ATMs nationwide. Good crowd inside the seasonal dome. Iggy, the Marquette Golden Eagle, trying to get folks fired up, and it's going to get a lot louder if they do. And that is one of the unique features of playing inside this building. Of course, if we're being honest, Eric, we'd probably rather be outside today. It's a nice day.
Yeah, we'd love to enjoy that sun.
Sunny and approaching 70 degrees here in Milwaukee, and I know Andrew Stimmel feels the same. The weather has not cooperated in terms of getting the grass surface ready. Normally Marquette able to play a few games outside, but it has been a wet spring here in Milwaukee. Marquette 4-8, 2-1 in the Big East. 3 2-1 teams in the conference. Trying to break away from the pack a little bit. You see Coach Andrew Stimmel there in discussion. Getting the timeouts just before the break. The man in the black hat sensing Marquette needed to set up, and he'll look on as the shot clock ticks down. Hayden Miller turns, Stegman. Stegman turning the cage. Stegman looking for an opening. Has to turn it back. Shot clock hits 0. Villanova able to push Marquette to the brink and over.
Again, the stifling defense of both teams has really been tough for these offenses.
Comizio crosses midfield. And a timeout taken is Hayden Miller on his way to the sideline. Has blown a tire and gone down to his knee. So Miller was trying to sub out, and Miller is injured on his way off the field. From the biggest of games to the ones that mean the most to us, whenever you, Meyer, you support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. Miller is helped off. Play will resume with 2:12 to go in the second quarter. Marquette trailing Villanova by a goal 6-5. J.P. Basile, transfer from Duke, will bring it back in for Villanova.
We'll see if the Marquette defense can continue to make it difficult on the Wildcat offense.
Well, we've seen all these dynamic players at work today that Villanova has. Last 2 goals come from the stick of Luke Keating, who's taken it upon himself to take control of this game. Baskin with Joseph watching him. Baskin forced off. Back to Keating behind. Pass comes. Check met there on Goodell. Shot from over the shoulder, turned away by Alieri. Tries to pick it up, then goes down, and a loose ball push will send it Marquette's way. Joseph has it. Midfield it comes. Crines is over.
That was a nice save by Alieri. He had to move his feet a couple times there to stay with the ball.
Stonewalling Licata. And a timeout. will be taken here by Marquette with 71 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the Golden Eagles trailing by a goal. Marquette fans, Baird is proud to support Marquette Athletics through their sponsorship of the Blue and Gold Student Athlete of the Month, recognizing students who excel on and off the field. Lauren Van Cloonen is April's Baird Blue and Gold Student Athlete of the Month. Van Cloonen is the women's basketball program's all-time leader in games played with 160 appearances, ranking 4th in NCAA history. Van Cloonen is just the 6th Golden Eagle ever to total 1,500 points and 800 rebounds. She completed her undergraduate degree in public relations and earned her master's in communications in 2021, specializing in media studies along with a graduate certificate in leadership studies. She'll complete her second graduate leadership certificates in May. Close game. Obviously, the 1-goal deficit on the scoreboard for Marquette. Villanova 23 shots to Marquette's 22. The face-off game, which Marquette dominated in the first quarter, has become closer, with Marquette leading that category 7-6. And Eric, across the board, you look at everything in this game and the totality of it. I mean, these are two teams that are on par with each other and aggressive to each other so far.
Yeah, and I think both teams know how important every possession is, and that's why Stimmel's using his timeouts to draw these plays up, make sure we get the best opportunity they can.
Out of the last timeout, Marquette was unable to get a shot off with limited time on the shot clock. That is not the case here. 1:11 on the game clock, 66 seconds on the shot clock. And the ball will be triggered in far side by Nolan Garcia. See Washburn.
Yeah, look how far out Villanova presses out on them. Going to make it difficult to them just even to move it around the field.
Yeah, but Parkinson wants that one-on-one matchup with Washburn. Parkinson making his presence felt. Villanova as tough a defensive midi-core as you'll find. Washburn probing as that shot clock runs under 35 seconds. It is still Washburn looking for the ISO and then perhaps the pass. Pierce Washburn has a goal in this game. It came man up. And the chess match between he and Parkinson continues. Washburn's going to go. He'll hand it off far side, Stegman. Colwell watches him. Shot clock is at 8. Garcia here. Garcia puts his shoulder down. Camizio defending. Now Foster getting to the front. Check comes. Chris Hervada putting the check on. Villanova with a defensive stand coming out of the timeouts. Toss downfield as the clock hits 0, and the Wildcats hold off Marquette at the end of the second quarter. They take a 1-goal lead to the break. It's 6-5, a low-scoring affair here in Milwaukee, and a good one so far. It's halftime. We'll step away, and we'll bring it back to the seasonal dome in a little bit.
Standing still? That's not how we do things at Villanova. We don't watch the world go by. We take action. We go forward with knowledge, curiosity, and tenacity. We don't shy away, we step up. We make things happen, and we make things better. Standing still isn't our style. It never has been, and it never will be. So keep an eye on us. You won't want to miss where we go next. Ignite change. Go Nova.
Mom! So I left.
Become who you're truly meant to be. Marquette University. Be the difference.
Inside the dome this year, and to show our appreciation for your support, we have 5 lucky fans out here for the chance to shoot for Shake Shack. Here's the deal: each contestant will get 1 opportunity to make a half-field shot. If they do, they'll take home a $50 gift card to Shake Shack. All right, our first contestant is Connor. Connor, when ready, fire away. This is not easy, folks, for $50 at Shake Shack. Going along the ground. Ooh, just wide to the left. Next up is Brendan. Brendan. Iggy places the ball in the pocket. Brendan takes the stick. Another one along the ground. And that one is in! Brendan, enjoy your Shake Shack. And we still have 3 contestants to go. Next up is Maggie. All right, here comes Maggie. From the X. Rolling, rolling, rolling. That's not quite gonna get there. Even with the assist, no. All right, next up is Max. All right, Marquette fans, let's give Max some noise here. Come on! Well, that's got enough mustard. And it's in! Max is taking home $50 from Shake Shack. One last contestant, and it's Wyatt. Come on, Marquette fans, let's cheer Wyatt on! Ooh, Wyatt brought his own stick. Let's see if it helps him. Just wide. Wyatt, 2 winners out of 5. Congratulations. Enjoy your $50 in Shake Shack. Oh, Iggy's gonna try. Okay, just so you know, Iggy, you're not eligible for the prize. On. Off the post. No. Oh, we are not soaring on the wings of Iggy the Eagle today. And Iggy is frustrated. Iggy's going to run over there. He's just going to stuff that ball in there. And he's going to say, stay there. Oh, well, maybe next time, Iggy. But hey, congratulations to our 2 winners. And thanks to all of our contestants who participated in Shoot for Shake Shack.
enjoying a spring day inside the Valley Field Seasonal Dome in Milwaukee. Villanova in a tight affair in Big East men's lacrosse action has a 1-goal lead on Marquette, 6-5 after 2 quarters of play. Eric, when we look back at the first quarter, it felt like Villanova might run away from this Marquette team with 4 goals after the Golden Eagles scored the first one.
Yeah, they came out real strong, and they were working as a team, so it was making it look easy as they scored all these goals.
Yeah, you mentioned team offense too, though, from Patrick Daly to help set the tone, but Marquette found its way after that as the Golden Eagles went on a 4-goal win of their own. Get a look here at Jake Stegman. Stegman doing this by himself. Stepping up, and then Marquette getting man-up tally from Pierce Washburn. The Golden Eagles having to get creative in the ways they've scored goals.
Yeah, we saw that from both sides as well. Yeah, great shot selections here. They're getting to the front of the goal real well.
Kind of by necessity, and then Luke Keating for Villanova giving the Wildcats the last 2. You think of Keating as the distributor, 25 assists this season. But the Franklin and Marshall transfer taking care of business on his own, scoring the last 2 to make it 6-5. Both teams locking up defensively against one another. You see the shots just about even. Both teams clearing it well against aggressive rides. Villanova winning the ground ball game because they've been stepping out defensively.
Yeah, and as you can see, it's a pretty evenly matched statistically wise. But if you separate the first 2 quarters, we saw both teams shoot 30 times in the first quarter, and then both teams only scored or shot 15 times in the second quarter. The game became much more deliberate in the second quarter.
Of course, this is the home finale for Marquette, which means the return of the annual tradition of Senior Day. Before the start of this game, Marquette honoring its 17-man senior class. Aaron Joseph, Thomas Washington, Jack Devine, Trevor P., Jacob Hallam, James Amarosana, Garrett Moya, Patrick English, Holden Patterson, Mitch Salanti, Jordan Schmid, Kyle McNeil, Dan Shea, Quentin Arnett, Jet Leonard Bettier, Noah Lindner, and Anthony Corsell. The 17 Marquette seniors honored before the start of the game. There's a look at Aaron Joseph and a look at the Joseph family. It's a legacy for them. Of course, Noah Joseph with his brother Aaron. Marquette's building a program of legacy players since it first took the field in time for the 2013 college lacrosse season. And getting to the milestone the Golden Eagles did of getting back into the Big East tournament. And Andrew Stimmel talked with us before the game about just how important that is, because a lot of these players have not experienced postseason play. Marquette didn't make the tournament in 2019. There was no tournament in 2020, and then they didn't make it again in 2021. So now you step up to postseason play and the possibilities that presents. And Marquette knows it well with 2 tournament championships, one in 2016 and then one against the odds in 2017 with a team with a losing record going into the Big East tournament.
Yeah, and the program's had so much success, you almost forget that they're only a decade old, right?
Speaking of success, Luke Williams, a success at the face-off X to begin the second half, is checked on his shot. See a stick down. Marquette's trying to clean up and take possession. And that's exactly what Will Foster does on the far side. Along with our crew in Milwaukee and with Eric Simon, I'm Patrick Reed. It is the 11th all-time meeting between Marquette and Villanova, and the stakes, they feel high in this one. Both teams with uber challenging games next week. Villanova and Georgetown should be a very interesting one. And Marquette will travel Mile High to take on the Denver Pioneers. Close out the Big East season. Saw Bobby O'Grady there getting his 20th Big East goal to lead all players of the conference, and Villanova getting the backup from Brody Laporte.
Nothing's changed on that Villanova defense. They're
no way.
Still coming out strong, pressing out.
It's just these little things they continue to do. You've noted it. We saw it there on the backup, and now they have a possession as a result.
It'll be interesting to see if they can get a team offense going like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah. Ticked off of Granger's stick. Found by Campbell. Campbell, of course, The man to watch on this team, 35 goals coming in. Had a man-up goal in the first quarter to get to 36.
Yeah, we know their offense has players that can create their own opportunities, but can they do it as a team?
But now you see Marquette starting to press out.
Yeah.
Zach Granger a part of that effort. Again, he plays for the first time since March the 1st against Michigan. Keating at X. Aaron Joseph watches him. Keating will swim back. He'll find the middle and find Baskin, who couldn't settle it. But with 12 seconds left, it's picked up by Goodell. Spots Baskin here, but the pass will come to Basile. Basile cradles it on his right, back to his left, stopped in his tracks by Verlinde, and Marquette, thanks to a team defensive effort, is able to turn over Villanova on its first possession.
Like you said, they're pressing out, they're getting their sticks up. Villanova has a relatively open set, making those passing lanes harder to get into, but they're doing a great job.
No 10-man ride here, but still making it difficult. Garcia able to cross midfield. Mincer will call for it near side. Yeah, this is a Marquette team today without Devin Cowan. We've seen him sporadically on man-up situations, but Cowan has been dealing with injuries, and they're trying to keep him healthy for the final game and for the Big East tournament. Shot on the run by O'Grady is backed up this time.
And it's really hard for a player like him, who's used to being in the game most of the game, to just come in for those EMO opportunities, but he's been a factor so far.
Yeah. When he's been healthy, he's scored in every game he's played in. It's been only the two where he hasn't been healthy that he hasn't scored in, including today. Kirshner, good pass across. Mincer lost control as he tried to step into a shot. Comizio has it and will cross midfield for Villanova.
And there's Villanova to clean up a ball on the ground seconds after it goes down.
Unforced error for Marquette, and you're right, they're all over the ground ball. Keating around the cage. Will spot Basile, and now to Campbell. Still trying to get substitutions as Parkinson is hung up on the field. Campbell shoots. Backup is there for Keating. And it was actually Comizio still out there as well, so both teams getting changes. Marquette trying to get its D-middies on as Ellison Burton Murray's able to step on.
Now they'll settle here. They got about 37 on the shot clock.
Goodell. Krzyzewski steps to him. Burt Murray helping out. Keating will roll off the screen set by Frazier. 15 to shoot. Campbell dangles, fires a save by Alieri across his body. And it's picked up by Goodell. Goes to the cage and scores. A ground ball pickup leads to a goal. Villanova has a 2-goal lead. Tucker Goodell.
Villanova's doing it on the ground in all parts of the field, in between the lines, on defense, and then there you just saw it on the offensive end. Picking up the garbage and making it count. Great ground ball.
And you think about how hard these teams have had to work against each other, how hard Villanova had to work for that goal, and a few inches, and Noah Verlinde's able to pick that up and bring it the other way, but Goodell is Johnny on the spot and scores his 10th goal of the season.
You see Villanova's experience paying off here with these details, making Marquette pay.
And that was an inexperienced guy in Goodell picking it up, and Michael Corrado's been really pleased about his second units on the midfield and attack that are these young guys that are able to step on and produce and provide for this team.
Yeah, and they probably learned from the senior leaders.
Yeah. Frazier. Cross. Basile. Far side basket. Round the horn comes to Keating. One-on-one against Hallam. Off the goal, the shot, a save on the Baskin try on the back post.
Really nice job by Alieri. He had to move his feet to make that save. Kept his eye on the ball really well.
Up over double digits in saves in this game after Alieri turned in a school record 26 saves against Georgetown last week. Here's O'Grady. Block steps on. Blanc wants to accelerate, but it'll be stopped in his tracks by Comizio. Gabrielson in to help. It's an outstanding D-midi group that Villanova has that can step out, make athletic plays.
Yeah, that's the hard part of having a team defense that is this stifling. Like, every piece has to be effective.
O'Grady gets checked hard by Gabrielson, somehow picks up the ball. There's a flag down, and it's going to be a Villanova penalty, and Marquette will go man up thanks to the toughness of Bobby O'Grady.
And that stick.
Let's get a look at it here. I mean, O'Grady all over that, as Gabrielson was all over him. Well done by the freshman to have composure with the physical presence coming to him. And it's Gabrielson who will take a knee, a 30-second technical foul on the push. Marquette will go man up.
This is a big opportunity for Marquette. I feel like they've done some good offensive work here. Maybe the Villanova defense is huffing and puffing.
Third man up opportunity for Marquette. You're right, Eric. We'll see if that's a factor here. Stegman quick pass. Washburn closed out. As Laporte held him off. Penalty time ticking down. It's in Cowan's stick. Fires it across. O'Grady around the horn. Skip back to Cowan. Cowan lets it fly. Sends it wide. Backup is there. Comizio was all over it for Villanova.
That's
57 blue.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to get a ground ball. Just be the closest to where it goes out after a shot.
That is why he is in line potentially for All-American honors this season.
It's a great presence to know that there's no backup and go for it.
Gets the job done once again. Penalty time comes to an end. Marquette 1 for 3. Shot by Frazier on the run. Backed up by Brett Basket.
We've mentioned it. Villanova's going to take lots of shots. Right now, they're not on the mark.
Granger steps to Campbell. Frazier again looking to dodge. He'll roll off his opposite 11. The help comes in the wrap check, but it's going to be a penalty coming against Marquette. For Lindy, maybe a little bit too aggressive there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of sticks swinging today. And the game's being played so intensely that sometimes it's just a little undisciplined.
For the most part, these two teams have been allowed to play as well, even though 6 combined penalties. Slow whistle is in effect. Villanova about to go man up unless it scores. The feed away from Baskin. Granger and Alieri will touch up.
Nice job by Alieri stepping out of goal there. He knows as soon as he gets that ground ball, the play will stop. They get a reset. Get ready for this man down.
So for Lindy's foul, a 1 minute cross-checking penalty. Villanova 1 for 3 man up. Baskin triggers in far side.
An open set for Villanova, only 1 on the crease.
That was Mason Reale, who now backs out to the perimeter. Ball movement to Reale. Campbell, for a moment, dropped it. Keating on the far side. Sticks up for Marquette. Penalty time at 34 seconds. Campbell, pass inside. Keating the finish. Campbell was ready to load up. Instead, he spots Keating, who gets his 3rd goal and his 4th hat trick of the season.
If you're Coach Corrado, you're pretty pumped about this. This is how the play was designed. Villanova does a great job with the skip passes here, disorienting the defense.
And if you're watching that from a Marquette perspective, you think Campbell's going to lefty load there, and instead it's Keating, who man up, comes off goal line extended, and scores his 24th goal of the season.
Yeah, they're all dangerous, so they all make you freeze a little bit.
24th at Division I level, more than the 21 he scored last year for Franklin and Marshall.
I really love how Villanova offensive players have their eyes up and they're making those skip passes.
Off the post. Marquette can't answer back. Comizio, collision on the sideline. And we're going Villanova's way. So the loose ball push will keep Villanova's possession. Reale across midfield.
The ride from both teams have been less effective as of late.
They're so focused on the 6-on-6 play. I think you can give a little bit on transition.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see if Marquette starts to tune that up a little bit as we move ahead. They're down 3. Our side, Reale wants to dodge. Joseph meets him. Campbell.
Gonna attack the short stick here.
Let's see, this is the second midfield unit for Villanova. Comes across, low shots by Bose. 25 on the shot clock.
It's a good idea. Quick release off the skip pass.
Bose looking for his first of his career right there. Balls at X. Reale feeling the heat. Will turn, he'll fire it to the stick of Granger. Zach Granger, here he comes across midfield.
Nice spin move.
Granger in transition, goes to the goal, a save, Vuitton. Will Vuitton meets the moment, and now Villanova in transition. Robinson ahead to Keating. Is he in the crease? No. Luke Keating with his 4th goal as Villanova scores it in transition.
Well, that's that experienced team we talked about, taking advantage of missed opportunities. Great job by Marquette getting the ball down the field, and they go right back the other way. One pass. Lands in the crease, but stays out till the shot goes in.
He stayed out of the goal mouth as well, diving across. And Luke Keating has put on a show today, his 4th goal. This is a big face-off win for Marquette. As Williams is able to bring it in, Crines in transition, a save by Vuitton! And then it comes out of his stick, it's interference, it'll be Villanova ball.
Another good shot by a Marquette long pole. They're bouncing it, but they're bouncing it at his feet. They need to bounce it back up over that, near that top bar.
At the same time, Eric, credit where credit is due. We've talked about this before and how hard it is to face a long pole as a keeper, and Will Vuitton's staying at home and doing a really good job with his positioning and making those saves look easy.
Oh, he's dialed in, yeah. Real credit to Vuitton.
He gave up a goal on the very first shot of the game, but since then has been outstanding. 12 saves on 28 Marquette shots. This is a key possession for Marquette defensively. The Seal trying to swim around. He gets free, fires, and Alieri has an answer. At the other end, Michael Alieri making his 12th save of the game. He has been outstanding as well.
He's seeing the ball really well. Pumping his team up, too.
Yeah. He's become that emotional leader for Marquette as he is settled into his first season as the starting netminder for the Golden Eagles. So can they turn that into offense? Here's Stegman. Was looking at making a go there, but was closed out.
Nice pressure by the Nova defenders, keeping their stick on their hands.
Yeah, both Hervada and Laporte. Here's Nolan Garcia. Garcia gets bumped off. Austin Frazier playing both ways. Foster, shoulder down, Laporte on him. Will roll it back, and will roll it to X. Garcia looking for a seam. Blanc defended out high by Robinson. They're making it really difficult right now for Marquette to find a lane. Foster spotting Stegman. Marquette needed that one. Jake Stegman delivers.
And the keeper might have been a little lulled to sleep because his defense unit was doing so well at keeping them out of the goal. But then a quick release shot there, low to low.
He steps up in a big way here to score his second goal.
The worm burner, he was not expecting it.
And with that shot clock ticking down, Stegman, his 10th of the season. A 9-6 Villanova lead. Early movement against Williams. It'll be Villanova ball. So they'll try to get it going unsettled here. Pass across. Parkinson, give it back to Daly, and Villanova's wing players will come off here. Goodell, run to the ditch by Hallam. Over to Basile. Lardy eyeballing him. A turn and a shot from Baskin.
I don't think the Nova offense has gelled again as a team unit. They're kind of looking to do it one person at a time.
One of those goals in the quarter in transition as well.
Yeah.
Skip to Goodell. Campbell trying to open up some space here as he drives on Granger. Help comes immediately. Back, Goodell shoots high. Lardy was all over his hands. It's not just Villanova offensively is having a hard time moving the ball. Marquette defensively has stepped out, even though Villanova's going to get some goals in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're doing a really great job.
Pass was too high. Alieri catches it. 1:20 to go in the period. And Marquette gets it over with 72 seconds on the shot clock. Joseph cruising in. Back to Washburn. Robinson steps out to meet him, and Pierce Washburn will bring it out for Marquette with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Mincer with Burke watching him, far side of the field now.
Comes all the way out. They're trying to avoid those short stick matchups if they can.
This is Laporte on Stegman. Stegman, the last goal for Marquette, it was a big one.
They love to dodge from this wing.
Give it to Blanc. 15 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Blanc's got to go. Help coming for Villanova, picked up by Comizio. It was Laporte who made the check. Comizio has the ball. 6 seconds to go. He'll throw it ahead. In comes Campbell. Campbell stick checked by Granger as the horn hits. And the clock expires on period 3. Take a breath. Take a break, come back, join us for a big fourth quarter from Milwaukee. Villanova up on Marquette, 9-6 at the end of 3.
Mom! Shyla?
Become who you're truly meant to be. Marquette University. Be the difference.
Marquette Athletics would like to thank its champion-level partners for their continued support, including Advocate Aurora Sports Health, Meyer, Pepsi, and Town Bed. Today's game is presented by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, we offer a sub above. Order through the Jersey Mike's app or online at jerseymikes.com.
Villanova 9, Marquette 6. You're inside the Valley Field Seasonal Dome in Milwaukee. Today's game is presented by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, it's all about the ingredients. You can literally taste the freshness. Order through the Jersey Mike's app online at jerseymikes.com. Not a lot of scoring to report from quarter 3 as Andrew Stimmel talks it over with his group, but for Villanova, a couple of goals from Luke Keating, one for Jake Stegman. You know, Andrew Stimmel was really proud of the way his team played against Georgetown last week. Again, you look on paper, 20-10, not the type of result you want to see, but said that's a Final Four level team that we competed with. And as we take a look at our third quarter goals, again, nothing was easy for either team.
Yeah, both of them, they're fighting tooth and nail, looking to their stars to step up here. Great finish there.
Luke Keating, a 4-goal game for Villanova, got that second one in transition. Then near the end of the shot clock, Jake Stegman steps up in a big way to deliver his second goal for Marquette. And that's where we stand as we get set to enter quarter number 4. Along with our crew in Milwaukee and with Eric Simon, I'm Patrick Reed. This is the home finale for Marquette. Next to last week of the Big East regular season. Coppola will pick it up off the face-off, and he'll try to bring it across, but a check put on by Williams. Help, though, for Gavin Burke.
That's been the story of the game. Every time someone picks up a ground ball, there's someone on their stick right there looking to put it back on the ground.
Face-off game nearly even in this one. Marquette with 10 wins to Villanova's 9. Again, both these teams face it off at better than 58%. Goodell, watched by Joseph Campbell. A save by Alieri. Some heat from outside from Matt Campbell.
And he hasn't been as effective from outside today, which I think is giving Nova some hesitation on some of their plays.
Garcia steps across. Just the one goal for Campbell coming man up in the first quarter. It was a first quarter where Marquette scored the opening goal. Bobby O'Grady, then a 4-0 run by Villanova, matched by Marquette, going on a run of its own from the first to the second. Here's Stegman. The offensive star from Marquette fires wide. Stegman with a couple of goals. O'Grady with a goal, Washburn with a man-up goal. O'Grady with 2, excuse me. At the first of the game. Then had one in the second. O'Grady now sitting on 21 goals in Big East play. But he has been watched closely in this game. So Stegman stepping up, fires back behind. Foster. And now Blanc with the shot clock on 14. Blanc with a shovel shot and a save by Will Vuitton. Blanc trying it this time from outside. He scored one of those earlier in this game right on the crease.
And the defense is so good that you'll see the offense is bulldodging just to draw a slide so they can create some offensive action.
You say bulldodge, Eric, and I mean, it's been physical the way they've approached this game, trying to get shoulders down, trying to get some space off of that.
Yeah. I feel like that's what you do when the team offense and the passing isn't working like it's supposed to.
Kilcoyne shoveling the ground ball back to Alieri. Khrushchevsky crosses midfield with some speed.
Nice catch and awareness.
Stegman, extra pass. Foster's shot. Backup is there for Bobby O'Grady and Marquette. O'Grady gets it back in. Ball is in the stick of Lindner. On his left side, Lindner will bring it back behind. Foster around the cage, shoots. It was deflected by Laporte. And Lindner picks up the ground ball. Noah Lindner, who scored 108 goals in his career at Carthage, before coming up the road to Milwaukee to play at this level. Over to Foster, there's a lane, he shoots, goes off of Vuitton's helmet. Hit him right in the mask. And the clear is here.
They were a little unorganized on the substitution there. That was a good opportunity they created out of that. Got to finish.
Here's Campbell, hands free, shoots. Alieri the save across his body. Then gets the quick clear, but it gets away. Hallam picks it up. What a pickup and what hands from Jacob Hallam. He accelerates. And he's backed off as Laporte gets there, and then the pass back across midfield is taken by Keating. Oh, Marquette wants that back as Keating on the run shoots. Alieri, another save.
Alieri keeping him in the game.
A more controlled clear this time. Washburn walks it across.
And now a chance to settle here. This is an important possession for Marquette.
Control is what you're looking for here. No unforced errors. Find an open man. Get somebody, get a cutter free if you can, if you're Marquette.
Initiating from behind this time.
And that's Blanc. Blanc around the cage, calls his own number. And number 6 makes it 7 for Marquette.
Really nice job. Great shot location, but there was so much action going on the crease. I think they created a little smoke screen for him.
And it's Stegman who comes through, doesn't set the screen. And Blanc on his way around is able to score low. And Luke Blanc.
Vuitton thought he had the cage pretty much covered there. He snuck it in the backside.
Williams gets a big hit put on the far side by Gabrielson, but Marquette is able to control possession as Joseph will get it back to Foster.
Between Williams and Alieri, they're doing a great job of keeping Marquette, giving them a chance to get back in this game.
11th face-off win for Marquette. Eric mentioned Michael Alieri, who's turned in a 16-save performance, coming off 26 against Georgetown, a new school record last week. Here's Nolan Garcia. Has to roll off and find some space. Stegman keeps it hot. Mincer back to his left. And his pass goes off of Stegman's knee. Garcia will try to save it. He keeps it in, goes crashing into the fans on the far side. And then the ball comes free to the middle of the field where Hervada brings it in.
Not much room on that sideline in the dome. Nice hustle play. They weren't able to hold on to the ball, but nice hustle.
Disappointing possession from a Marquette perspective.
But again, an example of great Nova defense. They were on his hands and disrupted that pass.
2-goal game. Baskin. Far side Basile. Will take Hallam one-on-one, had a step. Basile wants to turn. Basile, big physical midfielder. Keeps it rolling for Villanova. It's been Luke Keating's day. Met a goal line extended by Joseph. They both get up. Baskin. Hallam helps. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Basile is on the crease. Where Lindy meets him. Here's Keating as that clock continues to melt down. Fires and scores over the shoulder. A flag flies after the goal.
A quick a really quick move and then a quick shot. Look at this, right on the goal line extended. And the shot placement's amazing.
And been crashed into Crines in front of him, and Keating pays the price. But number 5 has a 5 spots to make it a 10-7 Villanova lead. The penalty against Crines will be a 1 minute. Extra man situation for Villanova. There will be a face-off.
Marquette's got one less person on the wing here. You'll see on the far side there's no player over there.
So you talk about the weight of face-offs, and this is a fairly weighty one from Marquette. Luke Williams is capable of winning and picking. Coppola will sweep it back and into the stick of Comizio, so he gets the job done.
Yeah, nice work.
And then Coppola backtracking, lost it, but Villanova picks it up as Lamarca lost his twig.
All of these ground balls and face-offs have been contested today. It's really
Villanova's
impressive.
sideline celebrating with Justin Coppola, who wins a big face-off. And Villanova man up can work. And they can try to put some separation into this game. 30 seconds on the penalty to Crines. 7:23 to go in the period.
Nice big open set, and we have one on the crease.
And that's Baskin.
Ball moves very, very crisply around the perimeter.
Keating. Straight on Reale. Now it's Keating with 5 to go. He'll bring it back the other way, spot the opening. Reale extra pass. Daly winging it around for Basile. They take all the time. We play 6-on-6. And the Marquette defensive end. Shot clock starting to wind down. Hallam will pick up the loose ball off the bad pass. Granger across midfield. Let's see what Marquette does here. They'll settle for settled.
Really nice ball movement on that clear, too. They got the ball up and out.
Krzyzewski has a rip. Goes off the side of the net. O'Grady will track it to the sideline. And now Marquette can get its defensive middies off. Here's O'Grady. A couple of goals in the game for Bobby O'Grady. Where's the ball? It's there in the stick of Washburn. Here's Washburn looking for an opening. Defended by Gavin Burke. Burke has him wrapped. Washburn handcuffed and gives it away again. Villanova, its defensive middies standing up and forcing Marquette to force play.
That's just a really great job on defense. Marquette did a good job of getting the slide coming halfway. They were stuck in no man's land, and they still were able to pick off the pass.
This unit Villanova has defensively has been just outstanding.
Stifling. You might expect them with a little lead to lay back and just let Marquette shoot from the outside, but they're going to continue to be aggressive.
I'm not sure I've seen a more relentless short stick midi group. Gabrielson, Parkinson, Burke, Comizio.
Yeah, they are impressive.
And you know what? They're all experienced too.
Mm-hmm.
Comizio and Gabrielson seniors, Parkinson and Burke juniors. Marquette though tried to win it back. There is Keating, who is given a rough ride again, gets back to his feet. It'll be another penalty, cross-checking the indication on Crines. And it'll be of the 1 minute variety. So Villanova will have time on its side once again. Crines is not a believer as he and Marquette defensive coordinator Jacob Richard talk here on the sideline.
Right, that's another tough thing that you ask the defenders to do. Handle the stick, and then when you make contact, you have to have your hands together. You can't make contact with the stick.
That's right. Perimeter set up for Villanova. Basile spotting Reale. Villanova man up today. 2 for 6. Penalties have started to pile up for Marquette, especially in this second half. Keating has it. Campbell, bounce pass across, trying to get a little crafty. Reale and Campbell pitch and catch to Basile, rounds the cage, goes off of Granger. Shot clock is going to tick down to 10. 7 seconds. Penalty clock is even as well. Keating on his left side. Basile. It'll be a shot clock violation and a turnover. Marquette gets the ball and they need to score.
And we're back to even here. This is a good momentum shift for Marquette. Hopefully they can take advantage.
So we will see a 6-on-6 set. Blanc on the run. Hallam back to Stegman. Fires! Goes off the bar. Does it count? It does not, but they get a reset. Marquette sideline. Thought that had a chance to cross the goal line.
Really nice shot. Yeah, it was centimeters away.
And then on the run, Nolan Garcia gets the goal that Marquette needed so badly.
We've been talking about the bull dodge in the second half, and you'll see this one. He muscles his way through, finds a great open spot in the cage.
Nolan Garcia right there taking a page out of his sister's playbook. She is the leading scorer for the Marquette women's team, Shea Garcia. And Nolan gets his second of the season.
Both of them always have their eyes on the goal, no matter where they're going.
Shea and company will be in action here tomorrow against Georgetown. But Nolan provides a big one for his team. Big face-off win again for Justin Coppola. You know, it's about winning face-offs sometimes at the right time. You see at times this season Marquette has been able to get hot from the X, but it's a guy like Coppola who comes in and wins them when Villanova needs it.
Yeah, that's right. That's a huge win right there. He kept the ball kind of in his domain. He was standing over the ball really well, and so then he had kind of control of where it went.
The junior second in the Big East in face-off win percentage coming into play today, 7th in the nation. And this allows Villanova to melt game clock here in the 4th. Goodell carries it now.
Marquette down 2. They don't have to press out right now, but if this happens again, they'll probably have to come double.
Right now, Alieri parked between the pipes. He watches as his opposite 5, Keating, works, and then a penalty flag comes down. And the indication is it's against Marquette. And it's going to be an interference penalty against Noah Verlinde, a 30-second man up here for Villanova, which has time on its side.
Yeah, you have to let the cutters move through the crease area, and I think he held them up a little bit.
And we're going to get a timeout taken here as well. Andrew Stimmel does not like what has unfolded here in this second half. His team penalized for the 7th time. And he's going to fight for his guys right here as Marquette has an uphill climb with 2:25 to go in the 4th quarter and trailing Villanova by a pair. Start saving with Quick Rewards. Stop by any Quick Trip store and pick up your free Quick Rewards card, or download the free Quick Rewards app today. Again, today's game is presented by Jersey Mike's. At Jersey Mike's, we offer a sub above. Order through the Jersey Mike's app or online at jerseymikes.com. Let's take a look at Villanova, where it stands in terms of national rankings coming in. And these are all things we've talked about today. And look at the caused turnovers. 4th in the nation in that category. No doubt that has been an impact on today's game.
And those are big momentum shifts, right? When the other team's playing offense and all of a sudden they take the ball away and they're going the other direction.
Only credited with 4 today, but I think you make a case for a few more. That's the story of Villanova statistically this season. And Let's take a look at Marquette's season story. The Golden Eagles will get a chance to play in the Big East tournament for the 5th time all-time. We talked about Bobby O'Grady and his single-season record, 41 goals coming in, and he's done it with 8 regular players, including most of those on the offensive end, out with injuries this season.
Yep, a real credit to Coach Stimmel and the program he's got. A lot of young players have stepped up, and they knew what was expected from them the second that they stepped on the field.
2:25 to play. Man up for Villanova for the next 30 seconds, trying to preserve a 2-goal lead on Marquette and earn Big East win number 3.
Now a truly open set for Villanova. No one on the crease.
Penalty clock is at 22 seconds, and I think that might need a reset. Shot clock will go to 52. Michael Corrado looking for an explanation as to why. You see there. You talk about an open set, Eric, and I wonder from a Villanova perspective, are you better off just taking these 30 seconds off the clock, which is clearly what they're trying to do, or you make a run here?
Well, you know, it's probably hard for them to just take the time off the clock. They're such an aggressive team.
Yeah.
I think they'll do half and half.
So they've taken the penalty time clock. The shot clock has 30 seconds. We are 6 on 6. So now they're going to start to go under 20 seconds. Breaks on for Keating. Luke Keating on a 5-goal game has been the star of the show today. He'll feed for a basket shot that's turned away by Alieri, trying desperately to get to the ground ball. Alieri looking for some help from Kilcoyne. Alieri to the end line. And the push will give it to Marquette, and Marquette gets it at a big time here. Joseph will bring it across midfield. Joseph on his right gets it to O'Grady. Marquette is going to call timeout with 1:08 left in regulation and trailing by 2.
Alieri comes up big again. He had to turn almost 180 to make that save. He didn't get it cleanly. He almost got his own ground ball. He's all over the place.
Well, you mentioned that. It was his 17th save of the game as Andrew Stimmel and his team will gather up here. Let's take a look at that last play, and in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty big, and you see Alieri making the low save there off the quick shot that you didn't see from Brett Baskin. And then here's the chase to the end line, and this is a desperation play from Marquette. Alieri hitting the turf. It's Crines picking up the ground ball before it's all said and done, but Bo Laurie's got his offensive group gathered in. Laurie known best for his time at Ohio State. Of course, Andrew Stimmel, an Ohio State product as well. So he's organizing things on the offensive end where Marquette needs a couple of goals over the final 68 seconds to force overtime. Eric talked about it earlier. Villanova's faced these tight games all season long. They've played 7, which have been decided by 3 or fewer goals. And this has the potential to be number 8. O'Grady will start with the ball in his pocket at the near side.
They'll initiate from behind.
Stegman will bring it back the other way. Washburn will receive it. Washburn around the crease, eyes his options. Kirshner will give it back. Game clock is under a minute. Washburn goes to the cage, and the stick check from Hervada takes it away. Ball lost. Washburn shooting at the open cage, can't score it. Ball is still loose on the carpet. Comizio trying to collect, and it's taken by Villanova as Hervada is able to get a stick there. Colwell knocked it down initially. Hervada gets the ground ball. Laporte, his pass over, goes out of bounds with 20 seconds left.
Another big play by the keeper. Both the keepers today have been outstanding.
Timeout, Michael Corrado and Villanova. So Marquette is going to have to get a quick, unsettled score, win a face-off, get another quick score. And Michael Corrado wants to walk his team through what he expects to see here. Meanwhile, for Marquette, it's a discussion about getting the ball end-to-end, getting it to an open shooter, and ultimately scoring a big goal. They need 2 of them, but they need 1 just for starters.
Right, and yeah, so at this point, Stimmel and the offensive coaches are trying to settle them down, make sure that, it's 20 seconds, but you got to place the shot well. You only have really 1. Everything has to be perfect from here on out.
Bo Laurie and Andrew Stimmel have the grease board out. And for Marquette, it's go time.
If you're the Nova defense, you know exactly what to do. You do what you've been doing the whole game. Aggressive defense, sticks are up.
Marquette will have to bring it across midfield, have to bring it in. Villanova's deployed a 10-man ride today at times for Coach Mike Corrado. You see him there. Will Vuitton will sag back into his crease here, expecting obviously a quick shot if Marquette gets it on. Ball is in Garcia's stick, 18 seconds. They've got to get it over. Alieri will spot a Villanova player as it's intercepted, brought across by Parkinson. And Villanova is going to walk out of the seasonal dome with its 8th win of the season and its 3rd in Big East play. Final seconds tick off. The Wildcats grind one out in Milwaukee. 10-8 winners over Marquette.
Both teams were really aggressive, but you saw the experience of the Wildcats win out today.
Marquette hung in there, had its opportunities, and able to take a lead in this game in the second quarter, but Villanova getting an outstanding performance today from Luke Keating, scoring 5 goals and defensively locking down against Marquette. And today, Golden Eagles will taste defeat at home. They'll have one more regular season game at Denver next week, while Villanova is home against Georgetown to close out the Big East regular season. Celebrations all around in blue. A hard-fought road win for Villanova, which improves to 3-2 away from home, 8-4 overall, 2-1 in the Big East. So that will do it for us from inside the Valleyfield Seasonal Dome. Villanova, a winner 10-8 over Marquette. For our entire crew and for Eric Simon, I'm Patrick Reed, saying so long from Milwaukee's Senior Day celebrated today, but it was the Wildcats celebrating a road victory. 10-8 over Marquette. For Villanova, its 3rd road win of the season. Good afternoon from Milwaukee.